But for now, we're going to chat about Valorant. Now, Game Changers 2022 starts today. Now, the Game Changers Championship is the first global event of the Valorant Game Changers series. Hundreds of teams have competed through regional Game Changers competitions for a prestigious World Championship slot and a chance to be named the best of the best. These 8 teams will compete in a double elimination best of 3 bracket until the best of 5 grand final on November the 20th. Now I'm joined with Rabia, a contributor here at Jinx, to join us and tell us a little bit about Valorant and the event. How are you, Rabia? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Hello, how are you?
Good, not too bad, thank you, not too bad. So tell us a little bit about this event. I mean, it sounds like such an exciting event and a really big one at that as well.
Yeah, I think Riot is doing like a fantastic job, and I'm very happy that they have taken this big step for women esports. And it's the first ever LAN event, and this will actually take the scene to another heights. When Riot announced the tourney, they didn't expect that they will get such a massive response, and I'm sure that neither players expected that. And the result, it was like the tickets were sold out like instantly, and many fans were unable to secure any of it because since it is the first ever LAN event for Valorant, um, Riot didn't book like a big venue. I mean, it's smaller than the one used for Valorant Champions, the Volkswagen Arena in Istanbul. But I think they underestimated the hype among the fans, and I think it's gonna be great.
Absolutely, and being the global event that is, I mean, it's the first global event of Game Changers, which I think is fantastic and very exciting in itself. But I mean, the 8 teams that kind of have got to that point where they can get involved and be in the final, kind of, the last kind of teams of people. Is it how do they get there, and how grueling is it to get to the 8 kind of final bit?
So basically, I mean, it goes very similar to the men's esports tourney, the VCT. So basically, they women, yeah, teams from different regions, they compete in their own regions first, and the top teams from there, they go to the next stage, and then they compete again in their whole region, and after that comes the global stage where like 8 teams from different regions will fight against each other for the title and the prize pool and also the trophy and the first ever champions title. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
Yes, it's very exciting. I mean, there has been a little bit of controversy around the event as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
um I think something that was that players to stay there in the tournament, like in the venue, after they will be out of the event, for example, and they will have to like fly back to their homes after
Oh
they're out
no.
of the tournament. And if they want to, for example, stay in the venue, they will have to pay for their tickets, but unfortunately the tickets were already sold out, so it just created like a huge mess.
Yeah.
um, we don't know what's the update on that because we haven't had any official announcement regarding this, but I think we can get to know more about what's the situation behind the scenes after the event starts today.
Absolutely. Because are there any teams that you think are a favourite to maybe go on to win? Like, are there any ones that you think, oh yeah, they're going to tip the bar, they might have a good chance?
Coming into the game, I think it's not a big question because Cloud9 is definitely the favorites.
Yeah.
But other than that, we can also expect G2 to give like a huge competition because it has like Mimi, which is one of the greatest players out there. But I think we can't because like we have to also consider the land the crowd pressure that everyone will be getting, so we don't know who will shine. But we can expect like a tough competition, and Mimi from G2, she's playing on her home ground. So she'll be having like a huge support also from there. So I think it's gonna be pretty crazy and very interesting.
Absolutely. I think it's really exciting as well. Like you said, it's the Game Changers event is really exciting, but also Riot did announce the standalone women's gaming event, which I think is brilliant as well earlier this year. So that's very exciting. I mean, how good is that to have an all women's tournament? That's kind of what we want, right?
Um, Talking about this event, I think players, even if we just leave all the controversy, and even if we do consider it, we can just like ignore them, because like players will be still very happy to play in like front of this huge crowd.
Yeah.
And I think it was definitely evident from their faces, because like when I attended the pre-event press conference yesterday, the players, they were very happy to be there. It was like they were waiting for this moment for like their whole life. Mimi just couldn't stop smiling, and everybody was like giggling, and some of them were also really like shy, which is very cute, to be honest.
Oh.
And I just think that it's off to a great start, and so good that Riot has also announced like Rising Stars standalone women tournament for League of Legends in
Oh,
Europe.
fantastic.
And I think given this great start, we can see the scene to expand even more.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely. That's great. Well, Rabia, thank you so much for coming on the show. As always, it's fantastic to have you. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Cheers.